Joe Biden is really trying to win this thing. Look, Joe Biden, one thing, I disagree with Joe Biden on a lot. I think he'd be a terrible candidate. I think he would lose to Trump. And I disagree with him on almost everything. And it's absolutely ridiculous that a politician like Joe Biden isn't in a designated right-wing party. AOC was right when she said, look, me and Joe Biden wouldn't be in the same political party in most places in the world. He is the Democratic Party is not a left-wing party. It's a conservative party, but that's all we have. But anyway, one thing that we can't say against Joe Biden is that he really isn't trying to win this thing. This guy cares about winning a lot. And here's some proof. Check out. This just happened. Joe Biden, stellar track record, by the way, when it comes to environmental questions. When he's been confronted by people in the Sunrise Movement, he's handled it perfectly every single time. And watch this. Now it's no different. A man in Iowa asked Joe Biden to stop supporting pipelines. What does Joe Biden say? Let's watch.
I'm going to support you if you win the nominations. We got to get rid of Trump. But what are we going to do about climate change? Now, you say you're against pipelines, but then you want to replace these.
Look at how mad he's getting already. Look at how pissed off his face looked. All the guy did was say the words climate change. And that's like a trigger for Joe Biden. Like, oh, he said it. I'm not going to like this because I don't have any good answers. All right, let's watch.
Gas lines. That's not going to work. We got to stop building and replacing pipelines. You got to go vote for somebody else.
All right, thanks so much, sir. We're going to have you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I'm going to vote you in the general if you treat me
right.
right.
I'm not.
Well, can I have a picture?
I'm not.
A picture of me coming up and telling me you don't support me.
No.
My plan. Yeah, you did. You said
I said I would support you in the general.
In the general. I'm looking for a primary.
We're happy to get a number.
That's what I'm looking for, okay?
Just because we're trying to get.
You believe that Bernie can do something by 2030?
I'm actually supporting Tom Steyer.
Thompson, well, that's good. He's the guy that did
Thanks
more
so much,
coal
sir. We
mining.
have a long line right here.
More coal than the entire country did.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Happy to get
Can
info.
we get a picture?
He asked for a picture still. So a lot was going on there. First of all, Joe Biden said, yeah, you're not going to support me. The guy was like, I'll support you in the general vote. Joe Biden's like, well, that's not good enough. And then the guy goes, I'm going to support you if you treat me right. And Joe Biden says, I'm not. And he says, go vote for someone else. I don't know if that might have been a little hard to hear, but like Joe Biden immediately, instead of answering the guy's question, he says, go vote for somebody else. Now, the guy's voting for Tom Steyer, which I disagree with. And Tom Steyer is such a weak candidate that even Joe Biden was able to refute that, because Joe Biden was like, yeah, that guy got rich off of exploiting the environment, made him a billionaire. Now he's supposedly going to save it. It's a big thing with Tom Steyer. He got rich off of exploiting the environment. Now he's supposedly going to save it, which, by the way, if you're a billionaire and you actually want to do something about climate change, running for president shouldn't even be remotely on the list of things you would want to do. Shouldn't even be on the list. So I disagree with this guy going for Tom Steyer. But he basically says, what are we going to do about pipelines? Instead of answering his question, Joe Biden tells him to vote for somebody else. Hi, Lucy. He says, vote for somebody else. And then he says, he's like, well, I'm going to support you in the general if you treat me right. And Joe Biden says, I'm not. And he kind of shoves the guy a little bit. Like, not shoves him, but he puts his hands on him. It was totally unnecessary for him to touch that guy in that situation. Here, let's watch it again. Check it out. Like, totally, we don't need the sound this time. But like, why is he touching him?
Support you if you win the nomination.
Look. Like, why is he touching it? Like, here, wait, where does he? Yeah, like right there. Why are you touching him? Like, there's no reason for you to touch that guy there. None whatsoever. Joe Biden is a creepy person. Like, he is a creepy dude. There's no getting around it. Man, what a guy who's trying to win. So, you might be curious, well, who was that guy? Who did that? Which, I don't agree with the guy's decision to support Tom Steyer. But nonetheless, he asked Joe Biden a reasonable question, and he was treated very poorly. Who is this guy? Well, turns out this guy actually has a bit of an environmental background. That guy was a gentleman by the name of Ed Fallon, and here's who that guy is. This is from 2018. Reflections on Roadkill: Life's Meaning illuminate Ed Fallon's walk against climate change. Ed Fallon woke up one fall morning in 2014 in pain on a hard, cold piece of ground outdoors. So basically, this guy. Now, here's what else Fallon has done. He spent 13 years as a Democratic representative in the Iowa legislature, has long been a maverick, might say he's even a misfit in Iowa politics because of his tendency to go his own way. He broke ranks with the party in 2000 to support Green Party candidate Ralph Nader for president over Al Gore. Fallon gave up a seat in 2006 to seek the Democratic nomination for government, but found the party less than eager to embrace what some of its faithful considered a defector. He's also a musician, marches to his own beat, and seems most at home doing direct action in support of a cause. So this guy has done walks. He has done walks across the country in the name of climate change. He was active in DAPL. That's who this guy was. And he was a representative in the legislature for 13 years, as they mentioned. That's who this Ed Fallon guy is. Now, it's kind of weird. Again, I find it a little odd that this guy is going from supporting Green Party candidates to Tom Steyer. I find that a bit odd. I find that a bit different. But for whatever reason, this guy is convinced that Tom Steyer is sincere on wanting to do something on climate change. I strongly disagree. But nonetheless, this is a dude with an activist background asking Joe Biden a very fair question, and he's told, go vote for someone else. You want a picture? You're not going to support me. And I don't know whether or not he got his picture with Joe Biden or not. I don't know why he wanted it either, to tell you the truth. But I guess if I was in that line, I would want to get a picture, but only so I can mess with it on Photoshop later. That'd be the only reason I'd want that picture, so I could have fun with it on Photoshop later. But anyway, he may or may not have even gotten his picture. And man, amazing voter outreach. Hey, here's a question about pipelines. Go vote for someone else. Well, I want to support you in the general if you treat me right. Well, I'm not going to. Shut up. It's like that approach Hillary Clinton had when Black Lives Matter protesters were at her event. Told them to shut up. Told them to shut up and go in a corner. We'll get to you later. I have to talk about super predators for right now. You notice history repeating itself. Joe Biden has the same problem Hillary Clinton had, meaning he cannot raise his poll numbers. Every time he talks, people like him less. That's why he's not talking a lot. Every time he does it, people like him less. Because he does stuff like that. Because a person asks him a reasonable question about climate change. Cameras are on too, by the way. Joe Biden may or may not know that cameras are on phones. He may or may not know that. But the cameras are on. And even if they weren't, it's inexcusable. But I'm just saying it sort of amplifies it even further that the cameras are on. This guy doesn't even care. This guy being Joe Biden. And he just says, go vote for someone else. And we've seen him do it time and time again. He has done this to countless Sunrise Movement activists. You can find that. Go to Sunrise's Twitter account. You can find video after video where they confront Joe Biden. They ask him a question. He tells them that he calls them liars, says they're not telling the truth, tells them to go support somebody else. When a Latino activist confronted him on immigration, he told the guy, go vote for Trump. Go vote for Trump. I was the vice president for the deporter-in-chief, Barack Obama, and Trump is doing horrific things in regards to immigration. Rock and hard place. And I'm telling you, go vote for Trump because I'm not going to help you. I just might not be as bad as Trump is. I might not. No promises. But if you don't want to take that gamble, just don't go vote for Trump. That's what he told. That's what he told a Latino activist who's suffering under this administration and has likely seen pain under the last one as well. Obama deported plenty of people. We all know that. He was the deporter-in-chief. And Joe Biden was able to look at that guy and just tell him to go vote for Trump. Yeah, I'm not going to help you, but I might not be as awful as that other guy, so go vote for him if you're not willing to roll the dice. This is what a two-party duopoly gets you. This is what happens when you have a two-party system where they both have the same owners. They're both bought by the same people. And there is no one who is less apologetic about being bought than Joe Biden. You can find the footage of him saying, hey, I'm ready for the money. I'm ready to prostitute myself. He started his campaign at an executive dinner with Comcast execs. So this is how he treats voters. Because if you're a voter, you're beneath him. And if you support Joe Biden, know that he thinks you're beneath him. Bernie Sanders has a slogan called, not me, us. Joe Biden will tell you to go vote for someone else. Hillary Clinton will say, I'm with her. It's unbelievable. I mean, look. How do you not see this? How do you not see a clear... Joe Biden. Joe Biden. All right. So there's Biden crushing it with voter outreach once again. Once again. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and make it our own. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on?